So obviously a big sort of talked about, are we allowed to say it in hiring manager chats? Are we allowed to mention that your studio has less women? Are we allowed to say it? I've had chats with people who are hiring and who actually say it to me. This role is for a girl. Now, very controversial. As a woman, I'm allowed to discuss this. As a man, it's more difficult. People are wording it differently nowadays. This is a diversity role. We would like a woman. I've actually seen that written down. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if a woman would necessarily apply to that. What that's saying is you don't have a lot of women. Maybe you look at them as a separate entity. It's just from my point of view. What's actually better, I would advise when introducing women to your studios, is they want to know that they're going to be supported. If there is a woman in HR, maybe get her to post some roles. If there is a woman within your studio, get her to do a video about what it's like to work with you. It's a difficult one, and of course there is a lack of women in games. I don't think it's based on the lack of women who work or want to work in games. I actually think, based on talking to women, that they're very loyal. You'll find that a woman will stay at a studio for a very long time. If they've got a home, and they're treated well and it's inclusive and nice, they ain't moving. Trust me, I have tried. But what they will move for is somebody who's excited about their skill set, not just because they're a woman. Of course it's nice to advertise that you have diversity or you want diversity within your studio, but what that is screaming is you don't. So to attract women, I would say show videos of women working in your studio. Show the benefits, that you support women within games. Just show that you support women generally in tech. Maybe you offer some really great sort of leave or flexible working hours around children, but not on maternity and paternity leave. Just show and give evidence that you are a supportive studio that offers support and the right environment for women. As a diversity-focused recruiter, I work and represent lots of women. The main ones are working at AAA, paid very well. They want to be looked after, and it takes a lot for them to leave. Also, us women, we do have imposter syndrome, where if I've approached, for instance, an incredible render programmer. I've got she is a diamond, and she's literally the most incredible programmer. I would say low level C++ render programmer. I go to her with senior roles. She's like, no, I can't do that. I'm not good enough. When she has interviews, she wants in-depth knowledge about the culture. She smashes the C++ test, but she wants the knowledge about the culture. What is it like day to day? Do you have morning meetings? Who runs them? Is it open discussion? Is it collaborative? Is she going to be able to, leave early some days if she needs to? What is it actually like to work there? And people have wanted to offer her really quickly because she's such an excellent programmer. But because they didn't offer the extent, you know, she was like, I need another call. I need another call with them. I'm not going to accept a role when I haven't had a call with the HR manager. And I'm like, fair enough. And then I go back to the HR manager and it's all a bit like, yeah, but we want to offer. And I'm like, yeah, but you haven't explained your culture properly. This is a woman that we're dealing with. You know, she wants, we're very detail orientated. You know, we want to know the ins and outs of absolutely everything. Correct me if I'm wrong, girls, but that's me. But yeah, so that's my advice. More extensive HR in interviews. More time for questions to be asked and answered. Get someone on the call from HR initially on the first call, so she can really sort of ask all the questions she needs. Post about your diversity. Post about your benefits. Stay away from writing on job specs. This is a diversity role, and we're looking for females. That would be my advice.